Never be afraid to let go of your flaws. Difficulties always pursue those who run away from them. Never accept a life you don't need. A person can find everything in the world except his own mistakes. No one believes a person who praises himself. We often seek out the people we love and remain unaware of those who love us. The right decision changes your life. Both bad people and bad situations spoil a person's mental state. You should leave a place where people feel uncomfortable because of you. Always respect people who, without any reason, make you happy. Despair is a dangerous disease that leads the mind to ignorance. No one other than you should know about your earnings. Learn to ignore the bad words of others. This practice will bring you happiness. Brave people are not affected by difficulties, and they keep situations under control. A person who lives only for himself has no right to live. The loss of hope breaks a person from within. Disease never kills a person. Loss of hope kills a person. Your thinking will only benefit you if you use it to think of something good and quality. The way to defeat hatred is friendship. A person who has few desires lives a very peaceful life. Love someone as much as they love you. Unrequited love leads to mental destruction. Remember, falling gives you the strength to get up. Not everything lost is valuable. It is very important for you to be mentally and physically fit to progress. Sometimes the decisions that hurt us the most are the ones that lead us to success. Your worst enemy is the one who stops you from moving forward. The thought of seeing someone else fail is your biggest failure. Fear eats away at success. If you want to be successful, you have to remove fear from your heart. Opening your mouth when angry can make you close your eyes. Parents fighting in front of their children makes them overly rude. When your mind accepts failure, you are far from success. Man keeps everything for as long as he needs it. The only rich person is the one who is not a prisoner of any greed. Enhancing your own happiness is the best way to get revenge on someone. The company of strangers makes enemies of one's own. Never associate with people who don't advise you to become better. The words of a hypocrite are beautiful, but their actions are very painful. You can't prove anything by talking too much. Improve your work. Your work will prove everything. If there is a danger or a problem in front of you, your focus should not be on the problem, but on getting out of it. Many obstacles that come in the way of human work save a person from many troubles. Illnesses like tension and depression occur in people who spend their lives trying to please others. Sometimes your harshest words can change someone's life. Envious people are like dogs who chase everything that is faster than the young. Respect is an expensive gift that should never be expected from dishonest people. The biggest reason most people fail is that they try to do too many things at once and fail to do any one thing well. Always meet people who talk about your future, not your past. If you want to reach the truth, start following the lies. To fly, it is necessary to first eliminate the reason that prevents you from flying. You are in financial difficulty when your expenses exceed your income. A person who is too quiet has too much noise inside. People who overfeel and overthink can never be happy. The best rule for being happy is to quietly isolate yourself wherever you feel like you don't belong. Silences sometimes answer in great detail. A person can turn away from his favorite hobby, but he cannot stop loving it. A weak will can never take a person to a high position. The best way to respond to the words of envious and mean people is to stop giving importance to their negative words and stop thinking about them. When a person becomes a slave to his own desires and desires, he is no less than an animal. I have learned only one thing in life: nothing can defeat a man until he himself gives up. Distrusting your friends is more shameful than being betrayed by them. If you ever fail in a test of life, remember that you have to change the path, not your destination. A wise man is never ashamed to correct his mistakes. The people who support you in the wrong are the ones who cause your downfall. A day without laughter is a wasted day. The less you make secret, the less you will eat, because your weaknesses make the enemy stronger. Keeping yourself busy with your work preserves your dignity. A liar easily believes everything he hears. People's criticism is only for those who are working away from the world. Speak as little as possible, because people only like to hear about their own benefit. The only person who lives a real life in this world is the one who lives with a purpose. Before giving advice to someone, make sure that your advice does not prove to be disrespectful to anyone. Man's greatest enemy is his negative thinking, which keeps him worried despite everything that happens. Knowledge that teaches a person how to work, but does not teach them how to live, is useless. Books are the only way to bring a person out of despair and towards prosperity. Something or someone is special to people until they find something better to replace it. It is better to save your life by apologizing than to argue with an ignorant person. An empty pocket cannot stop anyone from progressing, but an empty mind and an empty heart can never progress. A wise man acts before he speaks, and then speaks according to his actions. Take time for education, or else be prepared to surrender yourself to ignorance. Smiling and remaining silent are the two most powerful weapons in the world. Every person can be successful in life if they themselves follow the advice they give to others. The person we trust the most is the one who deceives us the most. If you are doing the same thing today as you were doing yesterday, remember that you will get the same thing today as you got yesterday. A person who brings happiness to others never has any personal enemies. We can learn from the knowledge of others, but we become wise only through our own experiences. 4 dangerous habits that destroy the human brain. Always avoid them: lack of sleep, working while sick, constantly talking loudly, not eating anything in the morning. Be like the lamp that gives as much light in a king's palace as it does in a poor man's hut. Giving up is the first step towards failure, so always maintain your courage. Every wise and good person is certainly wise. Never use a cannon to kill mosquitoes. By lighting a lamp, your lamp itself becomes lit. A person's true character is revealed in a state of intoxication. If you want to guess someone's character, look at what they laugh at. People look for people who can fulfill their needs and desires rather than sincere people. The people who hurt you the most are the ones who know you won't be deceived by them again. Always choose your enemies by your mind and your friends by your character. People who are not capable of making decisions with their own minds are always victims of misunderstandings. If you want to live longer, eat simple food and you will suffer from fewer diseases. Listen carefully to the pains you feel. They are actually the answers. Always remain silent in 5 situations. When you feel that no one can understand your words or your feelings, then remain silent. A woman's greatest ability is that she wants to be both a son and a father as the circumstances require. Never trust a person who is self-centered and only talks about himself. Life is amazing when the people you love leave you. Our society is surrounded by people who understand everything except the helplessness and feelings of others. Love always seeks happiness, and hatred always seeks evil. A man is completely his own master when he is alone. Truth is like a lion. You don't have to protect the lion. You just set it free. It will protect itself. If you want to create your own unique place, always keep your spirits high. The tree that grows alone is always strong. Even when you doubt your knowledge and your answer, you should remain silent. If you want to always be beautiful, then increase your health and happiness. Silence proves to be a blessing when there is no time to argue. Hidden enemies and hypocrites within oneself. 3 best ways to recognize a person. People who always seem unhappy with your happiness. People who always talk negatively about you and who try to dishonor you and your honor behind your back. Not paying attention to people's nonsense and not acting on their words makes you calm and makes them restless. Only the one who builds a relationship knows the value, not the one who breaks it. Taking advice from a coward is like becoming a coward yourself. Always include people in your friends list who you want to be like. The silence of a fool is enough to count him among the wise. Try to remain silent when another person is emotionally sharing some events from their life. To live happily, don't share your family issue, financial problems, and bank balance to your wife. Hatred can never be eradicated by hatred. It can only be eradicated by love, affection, and feeling. 3 types of people will never let you succeed. Beware of them: low-minded, wandering, and obscene. What a person finds bad can be used to gauge their nobility. Stop thinking about words where you want to maintain a relationship. A candle never loses its light while lighting another candle. If someone is shouting in anger and hatred, it is better for you to remain silent at that time.